Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start of this Saturday, and welcome back to this new video right here on Bitcoin. We're going to do a quick update right here on Bitcoin for the weekend. Tomorrow we will do a more thorough update on next week. Next week we have some major economic data coming out. All right, so even though the general fundamentals at this point of time are quite stable, if you take a look at the stock market, for example. But next week, we will talk about this a little bit later, because it's quite relevant, and maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow as well. But we have CPI and inflation rate data on Tuesday, then some more data on Wednesday. We have a lot of data, although it's not that major, but a lot of data coming out on Thursday, and then Friday. No, Friday is not that major. But right, so Bitcoin right now, I mean, it's Saturday. Bitcoin is relatively stable, which you can see right here. The open today was relatively broad, and it was also within the stability that we managed to form yesterday, which is this tight stability right here between 118.3 and 117.3. We got a little bit of a deviation yesterday, but ultimately we never failed to hold the most important level at 116.5, or at least the most important level. That was kind of the very low time frame bullish line in the sand, right? I mean, if we drop down below that, then we would hunt for either 114,000 or 112,000, which are my two main levels to look for a potential pullback, which I do think the pullback is coming. All right. However, at this point of time, I'm not certain that a pullback is the best move to prepare for. And that's for multiple reasons. The main two reasons being that, I mean, obviously on the higher time frames, and we spoke about this yesterday already a little bit, this was a very, very strong move, right? So just in general, the market at this point of time is still very strong, and Bitcoin is also still holding near the highs, right? I mean, we did not really get some sort of a spike up and then a retrace right afterwards. Not sure if I can find some examples of that happening before. No, not really, or at least not this quickly. But that's generally that's a good sign if you're able to if a coin is able to hold balance that high. So that's true. And then we spoke about this briefly yesterday in the middle of the day market update. But yesterday also quite a lot of shorts were opened on Bitcoin. And so far, I cannot really see that those have been closed. And we had some longs being opened earlier. No. I mean, we had more shorts being opened right here in the morning. So that's look. I understand why people are shorting, because we have those imbalances to the downside, and I also do expect that pullback. But that I mean, it's weekend. The volume is going to drop down a little bit lower. The liquidity is going to get lower. I think it's a little bit more likely that we're going to liquidate those shorts first. So go for an all-time high, and then potentially get some sort of a spike up, right? And then get some sort of a spike, a retrace back into this balance we've been forming for the last day, and then a pullback. I would say that's more likely. A pullback I do expect. I don't, yeah. So I mean, a pullback I do expect, but short term I think mainly because of those shorts being opened and the stability we've seen so far, which in this case I would say stability is strength. I'd say it's a little bit more likely to get a spike up first, liquidate those shorts, and then a pullback. And then I'll keep you updated on that. Like I said, the most important levels in my opinion are right here between 115 and 114. And then a little bit lower, but that's the first most important level we will keep an eye on, and I will keep you updated on as well. But those are my thoughts for this weekend. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and I'll see you all in the next videos. Bye.